I think that's the theme song for the Ducky Derby for Special Olympics Illinois, which is next Thursday, 8:36 on this Thursday morning. Rob Johnson in for Steve Cochran. And I like to say about the Ducky Derby, and let me first give full disclosure. I am on the board of Special Olympics Illinois. I am the chairman of the Marketing and Communications Committee. And next week, at least 75,000 ducks are going into the Chicago River.
I love the Ducky Derby.
I like to call it, and this is not to demean my great organization, Special Olympics Illinois. It's the second best day on the Chicago River. I think everybody dying the river green's like,
pretty cool.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Ducky Derby is a close second because it is thousands of people are out there. They're dumping ducks into the river, little plastic ducks. Everybody, you adopt one, you raise money for Special Olympics Illinois. Michelle Mayer is the senior director of marketing and communications with Special Olympics, which means she and I work very closely together on all things marketing communications related. And Michelle joins us this morning on the Big 89. Good morning, Michelle.
Hi, Michelle.
Good morning. How are you?
We are doing great, and you're listen, everybody's thinking about Lollapalooza right now, but I'm like, this time next week, all those ducks are going in there. It is such a great visual moment, and everybody, all the media is there because they love taking pictures of it. But most importantly, it's raising money for Special Olympics Illinois. Tell us about the Ducky Derby and why it's so important and what it raises money for. We know it's Special Olympics, but there's a lot of different things involved there.
Sure. Yeah, well, first, I just want to say I disagree with you. I think it is the best day on the Chicago River.
Hey, listen, I get it. You absolutely have that right to that opinion. Because a lot of people would agree with you.
Yeah, but you are right. It's an amazing day in Chicago. It's an amazing day on the river. It's really a sight to see, so you certainly don't want to miss the splashdown. So raising money for Special Olympics Illinois, it is definitely an important cause. Obviously, you and I both believe in very strongly. What we're doing is we're building inclusion, and we're trying to provide opportunities for individuals with intellectual disabilities. So we do that through programming that can include year-round competition and training for those individuals, but it also includes leadership development as well as health education. So really what we're trying to do as Special Olympics Illinois is be a global leader in shaping a culture where there's people with and without intellectual disabilities fully integrated together in a community. And we do that by providing that programming and those opportunities.
Michelle, I think doing anything to support Special Olympics of Illinois is very important. This is a fun day because we like the look of it, all of those ducks getting dropped into the river. But explain how it works for people who don't know. We might have seen the ducks in the river, but maybe, if somebody wants to buy a duck, if there's a team that wants to have a duck, all the money is donated. But then what happens to the ducks?
Sure, yeah. So the ducks get dropped from the river. Splashdown is at 1 p.m., just so everyone knows, next Thursday. Everyone adopts their ducks. People participate as sales teams, and then those ducks are dropped into the river. They race to the Odyssey boat there by City Cruises. That's our finish line, and our athlete ambassador for the year will pick that duck up out of the water and pull the winning duck, and we have a variety of prizes. The grand prize is an all-new 2024 Chevy Trax,
nice,
which is part of the Chevy family of SUVs from our partners at Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana Chevy dealers. We have a Royal Caribbean cruise. You can win a $500 shopping spree for six with Save the Duck, which is a down-free alternative clothing company, which we partnered with this year, which is very fitting. And then you could also get lifetime passes to Six Flags Great America. We have a cash prize. So after those ducks are dropped into the water, then they drop into a boom, we take them out, and they move on to the next duck race.
So they're recycled.
Okay.
Oh yeah, they come out of the water. So people are like, hey, is it going to get chewed up in my boat engine? Like, no, it's very because that question's been asked.
In netting so that we can pull them out easily, and then we have volunteers that help make sure if any of the little ducks escape that netting, they get back in and they all get pulled out of the river. And then they are recycled and sent to else in the country where they have another duck race.
Does somebody ever physically count how many ducks are there and accounted for?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we work with one of our partners. So yeah, we do. We have to actually tag all those ducks that go in. So we work with Reyes Coca-Cola Bottling in the Chicagoland area, and they for years have worked with us. I think even since that group, since the very first Ducky Derby, has helped us tag all those ducks every year. And so then we were able to scan the duck to find out who that duck was adopted by, so we know who the winners are.
So Michelle, tell us about the athlete ambassador, who that is, a little bit about him.
Yeah, sure. So this year our athlete ambassador is Josh LeClaire. So he'll be pulling the winning duck from the water. Josh is an athlete. He's from South Elgin. He's part of our leadership program, and he's also a multi-sport athlete. He plays golf, softball. Those are his two favorites. But he also plays basketball, soccer, tennis, and more. And he is also part of our Darling Ducklings team, which is a team of athletes who help sell ducks during the summer. So he has been participating since 2014 with Special Olympics Illinois, and he is our athlete ambassador this year. So he represents the athletes and, really the reason why we're all doing this.
How fun. I would love to meet him. If somebody wants to buy a duck, we can go to duckrace.com, I see, and you could buy a lone duck, quack pack, a flock of ducks, and you adopt those ducks. Can we go to an actual store and buy ducks?
So you can. We do have sales events with different companies in different places, but the best place to find a duck is to go to ChicagoDuckyDerby.com. And as you mentioned, you can buy all those different types of ducks. And this is a great day to do so if you'd like, because we are in the middle of Duckapalooza, which means if you buy a quack pack or larger, this is the final day for that, but you could win additional prizes along with the ones that you'd still be eligible to win on race day. So you can take a look at that on the website and see what all is available for today. But, it's just a fun way to kind of celebrate that the Ducky Derby is just a week away.
And the good news is the money all goes to the Special Olympics of Illinois. So if I buy the quack pack, it's $25, and that goes, all of that money goes to the Special Olympics.
Yeah, yep. The proceeds from the event all go to Special Olympics and, supports that programming that we were talking about, and just helps us, it helps us send athletes to competition. It helps us buy sporting equipment. It helps us, provide some of that programming, but also, train coaches and help, recruit volunteers, all that stuff. But it all supports the programming we're providing.
So a week from today, there's going to be thousands of people out there. I've gone many times, and it's always just a sight to behold. Being in person is way better. But if you're not, our media partner, Fox 32, is going to be, don't they broadcast their noon news from out there and kind of give you a sense of what's going on? Give people an idea if they can't make it in person.
Sure. So if you can't make it in person, where we have a live special that's on Fox 32 from 1 to 1:30 p.m. Central Time. And if you do want to join us, we have a family festival that goes on around the actual splashdown. I know I mentioned that's at 1 o'clock, but our family festival starts at 10 a.m. to 12:30. Then it pauses for the race, and then we have 1:30 to 2:30 p.m. where we'll finish that up, and that's all at Pioneer Court. So that's 401 North Michigan, right by that Apple store across from the Wrigley Building. And we'll have music, live entertainment, activities, all that kind of fun stuff. So it's really, one of the best days in Chicago, one of the top 10 largest events in Chicago, and as we said, a great cause to be supporting.
Fantastic. I'm looking forward to it.
Michelle, well done. Really appreciate you coming on the Big 89 today and telling us all about the Ducky Derby, August 10th.
Thanks for having me.
Oh, my gosh, our pleasure. Next Thursday, August 10th. You don't want to miss it, especially when the weather's good.
You can't miss it. You see all of these little yellow duckies down the river.
It's like, what's going on? That's what's going on.
It's been doing this for a long, long time, too. Yeah.
And it really is one of those great Chicago days, as Michelle mentioned.